Does Ukraine have even more tricks up its sleeve? U.S. provided weapons may have just changed the game and delivered one of the worst days to the Russian Air Force in its entire history. I'm Paul, U.S. Army combat veteran. It's October 18th, 2023. This is your daily Ukraine update. Let's get into it. Okay, first taking a look at the combat map. There hasn't been a ton of new information. It sounds like, of course, the Russian Ministry of Defense responding to a drone attack. All of these attacks, though, that we're seeing on the ground is just from about 12 hours ago, this is old news stuff we covered in the previous video. It sounds more like there is a real focus on the drone attacks. But as of 9 hours ago, we actually got confirmation from the White House that the ATACMS, a long-range missile system with a range of 165 kilometers, has been delivered to Ukrainian forces, and Ukrainian forces have put those to use on the battlefield. Let's see if we can plot out exactly how deep we're talking about. We're talking about 165 kilometers, right? For some perspective, that means this missile system can reach out from, say, the front lines, basically to any point in occupied Ukraine, even at the absolute deepest. The only places where Russian forces may be able to escape the ATACMS missiles might be in southern Crimea. Everything south of occupied Crimea around this Oktyabrski is outside the range of ATACMS. But as you can see, that's a really tough order. It's going to involve a lot of Russian frontline logistics are now going to be fair game. And as you can see, when we take a look at this combat map, let's see if we can confirm where this took place. Right now, we aren't really seeing. We see 12 hours ago, President Zalinskys confirming the use of these ATACMS missiles. Here we go. Berdyansk airfield overnight. This is a major Russian logistics hub that gets material to troops that are Russian soldiers that are conducting their defensive operations in and around Zaporizhzhia. But you can see the appeal pretty clearly of having this ability to target Berdyansk. What's also interesting is the Berdyansk airfield is actually where the helicopter pilot who defected actually operated out of. And so I suspect or hypothesize that he may have been able to provide some valuable intelligence when he defected about air operations in the region, maybe perhaps knowing a maintenance schedule when that a large number of birds would be on the ground and not transiting, or knew something else about the flight schedule that they knew the optimal time to try to target some of these aircraft. Now, what's really interesting is that, of course, Zelensky offering personal thanks to the United States for sending the ATACMS, right? Literally, this is so significant for Ukraine. He literally gave shouted out in his evening address to the nation. Again, it's the ones the U.S. provided can go about 165 kilometers. The airfields that were targeted were in Luhansk and Berdyansk, located, deep behind the front line. And reportedly, the strike took out, let's see if we can find it, Institute for the Study of War has at least Ukrainian claims about what exactly was taken out. So it doesn't, let's see, it should be specified here. Okay, here we go. 9 Russian helicopters of different models. That's a eye-watering amount. Unspecified other special equipment, an anti-aircraft missile launcher, an ammunition warehouse, and damaged the runway infrastructure. Footage from the airfield reportedly shows heavy fires and explosions due to continued detonation of ammo. We know Russian troops are terrible at storing their ammo. And in fact, it's burning so heavily that the NASA's fire detection satellites can see them from space. So this is a disaster. I mean, 9 helicopters, guys, that's close to total Russian helicopter losses in this entire conflict. right? The list of aircraft losses during the Russo-Ukrainian war. You could see here Russian aircraft losses. This is a lot of talk about, here we go, Ukrainian aircraft loss. Let's see if we can find the confirmed Russian rotary wing aircraft losses. A bunch of UAVs. Oh, here we go. Rotary wing aircraft. Oh, man. It looks like in the initial fight, there were 5 in the initial invasion. And then subsequently, you're looking at 9 is all they've lost since 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. Oh, okay. Wait, this is a 6. Oh, during the Wagner Mutiny. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Skip the Wagner Mutiny. 7, 8, 9. So this is literally everything that's been taken out since May of this year. So almost 6 months of fighting. It took to take out 9. Ukraine has just done the same in an afternoon, or technically an evening. So quite an impressive display there. Guys, if you're interested in helping out Ukraine a little bit, you guys probably know I've launched Strike Gum, my energy drink alternative, a response to all the disgusting energy drinks I had to drink when I was in the military and I needed a source of caffeine I could take on patrol. So I finally innovated a better solution. Refreshing mint flavor, 0 sugar, 5 calories, 90 milligrams of caffeine. That's as much as a Red Bull or an Amp Energy. And best of all, every pack, the profits from this first production run, 50% of them I'm donating to charities that support Ukrainian refugees who've been injured or displaced in the conflict. So if you're interested, you should go to strikegum.com and check us out. We also have the trays on sale, and the reorders have been awesome. We actually had shout out to a customer from Germany who messaged us and was like, I love him so much. He ordered like 5 trays. He ordered like $300 worth of them. He's like, I love them. And he's like, I would, please let me know when you sell them in stores in Germany because shipping is expensive. We're working on it, man. But the reviews are just glowing, and I really appreciate all you guys that have picked some up. Go check us out at strikegum.com. All right, here's what's most interesting, though, and I like the best about this. So here is the actual footage of the rocket. The reason is because it was loaded with I think they call it an M47. It was a cluster warhead. And so the actual missile body fell away, sort of like the rockets peeling off of a rocket ship, a spacecraft, like a satellite launch vehicle. So it's a guided missile for surface attack. But look at the date of manufacture, 1996, guys. That means this bad boy has been mothballed for, nearly 30 years. So this was built 30 years ago, sitting in a U.S. warehouse. When we say that the U.S. military has deep pockets and deep reserves, this is what we're talking about. We aren't even into the stuff we made recently. We literally, look, most of you guys who are watching this probably were going to your high school prom, or were maybe even reading some young adult fiction at this point. Okay. And this bad boy sat. And then lo and behold, ended up smoking Russians in Russia. Huh. Fun facts. All right. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much all I had. The biggest update for today, but it's a good one. Other than that, guys, thanks so much to the Colonel tier members at CombatVetNews.com. Thanks to our Lieutenant tier members. We really couldn't do this without you guys. And of course, thanks to all the members at CombatVetNews.com. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Cheers.